What's going on, guys? If you clicked on this video, it may have been because of the title, 401ks are a scam. That's not coming from me. That's actually coming from my uncle who sold 401ks all throughout his professional life. And he would always tell me they're a bit of a scam and you're better off going with a brokerage account or a Roth IRA, or at least having a little bit of everything. I'm going to show you guys why. I'm going to tell you what my personal favorite is. But one thing you don't realize with 401ks is you are actually taxed at an ordinary income, not a capital gains tax rate when you start making withdrawals. When you can withdraw at the age of 59 and a half or higher, you need to pay taxes on your gains for 401ks. You could be paying more than 20% in taxes on that. When you pull from a regular brokerage account, even though it's a taxable account, you're not going to have to pay as much in taxes for the capital gains. You may only have to pay 15%, or if you have a lot of money, you may be pushed up into the 20%. But it's going to be less than a 401k. And then there's the beautiful thing called a Roth IRA. This is my favorite, my personal favorite. This is where you may have to pay taxes on the upfront, but then you won't have to pay taxes afterwards. You could go to Fidelity, or you could even go to Robinhood and open up an IRA. And again, I would suggest going with the Roth IRA, not a traditional. This isn't financial advice. This is just an educational video and my opinion. I'm going to show you why. But you could see with Robinhood, you actually can open up a Roth, which is right here. Now, maybe you're one of my more fortunate viewers that are making over $153,000 a year if you're single, or $228,000 if you're filing jointly. But there's something called a backdoor Roth IRA, and you can make as much money as possible and still contribute to a Roth IRA. So make sure to check that out. But let's just do some math right now. So you have person A and person B. Let's say person A has their traditional IRA or 401k, and then person B has a Roth. So person A put $6,500 in every year for the past, or for the next 40 years, and they get a 10% rate of return. They have a little over $3 million sitting in their account when they're ready to retire. They want to take all $3 million out for whatever reason. I wouldn't recommend that, but let's pretend they do. So they take all $3 million out. They're going to be taxed on this $3 million amount. Now, if they're going to take out all $3 million at once, they're probably going to be taxed at the highest rate, which could be 40% or just under 40%. We'll have to see what the taxes look like in the future. But if they are taxed at an ordinary income rate, $1.2 million would have to go to taxes alone. Chances are they wouldn't pull all that out. They'd probably pull something like 4% out. That would be a little bit more reasonable. So let's see what that would be. So they're making $124,000. Let's say they're getting taxed at 22%, at least at the federal level. So $27,000 will go to Uncle Sam, and that's $27,000 you will not see. So you can see that if you have a traditional IRA, or if you have a traditional 401k, these taxes will eventually happen when you retire. It may be nice now getting those tax deferrals, but make sure to keep this in your equation, because to me, it's so much nicer to pay the little bit of taxes now, and then when I retire, if I have $3 million sitting in there, I know I could use every last penny and none of it goes to the government. And with 401ks, a lot of people don't realize this is not the actual investment. This is the vehicle that your investment's in. So when you put that $6,500 into a Roth IRA, you then need to put that money to work. And you see, that's what I did. Here's my Roth IRA. There's nothing special about it. There's no crazy stocks in it. I could, if I wanted to, I could buy Tesla stocks. I could buy Tesla call options. You could do that in a Roth IRA. It's just like a brokerage account. But instead, I got super boring stuff. I got Realty Income Corp. I got Charles Schwab Dividend ETF. I got the SPY. I got the International Vanguard ETF. And then I even have some gold and silver. I may dump these in the future. But for now, I think commodities will kind of run up a little bit. So I'm holding on to them. And another thing people overlook and don't realize with a Roth IRA or any retirement account, even your traditionals, let's say I make a lot of money on, I don't know, the Charles Schwab over the next 5 years. I'm getting paid dividends. Those dividends, or even better, Realty Income Corp. I'm getting paid a monthly dividend at 5%. I don't have to pay any taxes on those dividends. If I had this in my regular brokerage account, I would have to be taxed at my ordinary income. That's what happens when you get taxed with REITs. REITs in a brokerage account will be taxed at ordinary income. In my Roth IRA, I will pay zero taxes on all those dividends for both my REITs and my dividends. So I don't have to worry about any of that. And then let's say this appreciates like crazy. I make 100% in 5 years, whatever it might be. So this $4,338 turns into a little over $8,000. I could sell all of that, and as long as it stays within my Roth IRA, I'm not getting any capital gains tax on that because it's staying in this. I could 10x, let's say I go into a bunch of tech stocks. I have NVIDIA and Tesla, Apple and Microsoft, whatever, and they all go up 100% or even 1,000% over the next 10 years. And the $19,000 turns into $190,000. I could sell all of them and have it in cash. I will have zero tax implications for that year because it's still in my Roth IRA. I have not taken it out of my Roth IRA. And then let's say I take all that money and then I reinvest it back into the SPY or the NASDAQ, whatever. I could buy and sell all day long, and I will never have to worry about any of these tax implications. And then when I reach the ripe age of 59 and a half, and I want to start taking that money out, I think, you know what, I want $100,000 for this year. I could take that out, and again, zero taxes on it. So don't overlook the Roth IRA. Don't even overlook boring, any retirement account, even a traditional IRA. The same thing works. Meanwhile, it's in that account, and before you're allowed to withdraw from it, you could trade stocks all day long, buy and sell, make impressive gains and sell and not have to worry about paying those taxes just from selling, as long as it still sits in the vehicle, as long as it sits in the IRA account. And any dividends you make, you will pay on, you won't have to pay any taxes. The only time you'll pay taxes if it's in a traditional IRA or 401k and you actually take it out of the account and you withdraw it to your checking account or savings account. That's the only time you will end up being taxed on it. And again, that's only with the traditional. You put it in a Roth, you're putting post-tax dollars, so the money that was already taxed from your income, you get say you have a $100,000 salary, and each week you get whatever that is, or each month you get $8,300 untaxed after taxes. Let's say you're left with $6,000, and then you take that $6,000 from one of your months, you put it into the Roth IRA. You already paid your taxes on that. You paid your taxes on that money, and then that $6,000 turns into $6 million because you made some incredible investments over your lifetime. You don't pay a single dollar in taxes on that $6 million. My rant's over. If you like this video, smash that like button. And guys, as always, I will see you in the next one.